Filipinos living around the world in different countries, different cities, and doing different things. This is This Week in Illustrado, our weekly show where we give to you updates, news, and slice of life from our friends across the globe. Today, we're gonna be checking out Pinoy life in Poland and Sapporo, Japan, while also saying hello to our friends in Dubai, Saudi Arabia, and doing our weekly Team Illustrado recap. Guys, don't forget to follow us on our social media pages if you haven't already. We're all over on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Kumu, and we have our own website too. And let me just say this, if there's one thing that you can do to keep yourself floating nowadays, it's to support your friends and have them support you, as well as supporting your local businesses. So I want to give a massive shout out to our sponsors for making this episode possible. And without further delay, guys, you are watching another episode of This Week in Illustrado.
Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you!
Taka na kanta, wala namang may birthday ah.
Eh Brad, sabi kasi dun sa napanood ko, yung pakugas kasi ng kamay, kasing bilis na ng pagkanta ng happy birthday.
Ito ba?
Oo. Eh ikaw, ginagawa mo?
Ito nagpapadala ng pera sa Pilipinas. Bago ka pa matapos ng paghugas ng kamay mo dyan at pagkanta mo ng happy birthday, nakapagpadala na ako.
Bilis naman nun.
Siyempre, dinarikas to eh.
Talaga?
Oo, mabilis to. Kala mo tapos na.
Did you know that you can be a permanent resident with work in Canada? The Canadian government offers the Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program, or AIPP, where you can live, work, and study in Canada. And if you sign up with the Visa Center this September, we'll take care of your educational credential assessment and give you a free online IELTS training. Sounds awesome, right? So make sure to be one of the lucky 20 individuals to avail this promo. Simply message us today to book your office or online assessment. The Visa Center, shaping a better future.
This week in Dubai. The COVID pandemic, like any worthy adversary, is proving to be harder to defeat and eradicate. After weeks of declining new cases, the virus has reared its ugly head again, resulting in a staggering increase of new cases these past few days. As a response, our leaders here in the UAE have once again reminded its people to strictly adhere to guidelines or face swift punishment in the form of penalties and fines. And this is why I'm here in Dubai's famed half-desert roads to ensure that I maintain the necessary precautions such as maintaining social distancing, avoiding large crowds, and when necessary, wearing of masks. Now I understand that the best way to deal with this pandemic is to stay at home as much as possible. But sometimes, in order to take care of our mental health, we need to satisfy our urge to explore, our desire to connect, and our need to experience something new. Fortunately, as the summer is officially over, the UAE Outdoors is once again inviting us to detox our mind, unload our anxieties, and refresh our spirits. There are plenty of activities that one can enjoy, from the highest of heights to the depths of the sea, all while staying within the UAE guidelines our leaders have set us. If you're based here in the UAE, why don't you try scuba diving in the waters of Fujairah? Mingle with marine life and possibly spot a rockstar turtle or a diving bird that's hunting for fish. Or if you don't fancy spending time underwater, why don't you go hike up Jebel Jais mountain in Ras Al Khaimah, the UAE's highest peak. Enjoy weather that's 10 degrees cooler than at sea level and marvel at eye-popping vistas of the Musandam, Arabian Gulf, and Ras Al Khaimah. Wherever you are and whatever it is you choose to do, make sure you observe the guidelines set by your trusted leaders, observe the necessary precautions, and prioritize safety over enjoyment. Should you decide to stay at home and ride out the COVID storm, may I encourage you to check out my YouTube channel, Sama Ka Travel Tayo, where I impart the joy of travel, encourage Filipinos to explore, and share my discoveries and experiences here in the UAE and in different parts of the world. Check out my last two videos, one where I go scuba diving in the waters of Fujairah with an independent dive instructor, and another where I go on a 4-hour sunset hike in Jebel Jais mountain with a fun-loving organization called Arabian Fit Trekkers. That way, you still get to enjoy the UAE and some parts of the world in the comfort of your own home. Stay safe and sama kayo! This is Ram for This Week in Illustrado.
This week in Sapporo.
Konnichiwa, my name is Nico and I'm currently studying Japanese language arts here in Sapporo, Hokkaido, Japan.
My school offers quality education, deeper culture immersion with a bonus of high-paying part-time jobs that will further enhance your language skills. And I have classmates coming from various countries, and it is fun to learn about their culture as well. Sapporo is a large city with a smaller population in comparison to southern parts of Japan. Convenience stores are all around the city if you'd like to have a quick and affordable meal. And let's not forget about the Buddhist temples and Shinto shrines.
I'm here at the heart of Sapporo City called the Odori Park, where most of the events and festivals are held yearly. But unfortunately, because of the coronavirus outbreak, all of these events were cancelled. I was supposed to experience these events, but things happened. The number of people infected by the coronavirus in Sapporo is not that high compared to other cities in Japan. So basically, the people here can do their daily activities normally, just like any other day. But that doesn't mean that it is already safe, so the people are still encouraged to keep social distancing and wear masks all the time in public.
Autumn is just around the corner with temperatures getting low now at 16 degrees at noontime and 12 degrees at night. Soon the Sapporo that we know, all white and freezing, will return to its full glory. This is Nico for This Week in Illustrado.
week in Kalisz, Poland. So hi everyone, situation here in Kalisz when it comes to coronavirus is quite fine because it's a COVID-free town here in Poland. So there are no positive or suspected cases of coronavirus here, so COVID-free. But of course, people are still wearing masks whenever entering an establishments, and schools here are already open. Malls, shopping malls are open, and restaurants. The most affected part here in Poland is in Silesian region, which is in northern part of Poland. So here in Kalisz, there are only 2 Filipinos living here. Yeah, this is a small town here in Poland. The temperature here today, guys, is 23 degrees Celsius, and it's still an ice cream weather for us here, you guys. But at night, it's a bit chilly already, like 10 degrees downward. So I'll see you guys later because I have a client to catch up today. Hi, my name is Hazel and I live here in Poland for 6 years already because I have a Polish husband. My husband owns a farm. It's a cucumber farm and we both working on the farm full-time, you guys. And yeah, I help my husband in any way that I could, especially of the pandemic right now. Our source of income is in our business. So yeah, I was working before in a nail salon, but unfortunately because of pandemic I was laid off. And kahit papano may natutunan naman ako sa pagtrabaho ko sa nail salon, you guys, kaya nakakapag-sideline ako at nakaka-income kahit papano. So me and my husband met in a dating site and our love story is somewhat like a movie, I may say. Pwede siyang maalaala mo kaya, char. If you are interested or wanna know our life here in Poland and how I met my husband, so please visit my YouTube channel, and also if you don't mind, subscribe. And you can also follow me on my Instagram at funnyhazelnut, my Facebook page at funnyhazelnut. So yeah, this is Hazel for this week in Illustrado.
temperature is finally dropping here in the UAE. I was out at 4 in the morning and I felt it was already cold. I don't know why I was out at 4 in the morning actually. Maybe it was my dog or something. But now the great outdoors are gonna be calling us pretty soon. It's time to wear your jackets. You know, this is proper coffee weather, ladies and gentlemen. But of course, don't forget to stay safe and practice social distancing at all times. On the Illustrado side of things, we released another episode of Illustrado Jam and Me this week. We featured Ysanygo, youngsleepyboi. We also featured Marcus de la Peña and Ashley Exito, all the way from the UAE and the Philippines. Mega shout out to Suyen Fiona for being my co-host for the night as well. Check this out.
Hey, what's up guys? I just want to say hi to the people here in Kumu. Everything is so surreal. Made up so many diseases in my head. Now they're real. I was wrong. We talked about our future life.
I come in straight with a round from my home base crew. A shout of praising goes out to the one who's always been true. Let's not hold back the praise. We know it's true for all the years that it's been so good to you.
We also played Face the Cookie, by the way, and if you don't know what that is, let me tell you. You put a cookie on your head, you try to wiggle it into your mouth without using your hands.
Ow! We have to start again.
Meron na sa mata ko! Ah! Hold up!
One more!
We also released another episode of Becoming Filipino with Alwi and Sarah this Wednesday. Check this out.
Oh, we're up! Okay. We're live. Down. Like, who are you? What's up? What's this?
What's this?
Yeah, what's
Well, I'm half Filipino and half local.
Local where?
Oh right, I forgot that this is not in Dubai. Okay, from the UAE.
And aside from that, we've been hard at work to bring over some exciting projects to you, which will be revealed very soon. And don't forget guys, our content is made for you, so the best thing that you can do to help us out is like, subscribe, follow us on social media, give your favorite videos a share here and there, and if you would like to volunteer to be featured on our weekly show like this week, or if you want to be on Jam and Me, send us your applications to our inbox. And if you have any people that you would like to recommend, send them our way as well. Until then everybody, my name is Paolo Benitez. I'm the host and co-creator of this show, content associate at Illustrado. Be sure to follow me on my social media and follow us here at Illustrado as well. Until then, we'll see you next week.